Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. And first of all, I want to thank all of our subscribers. We have breached the 200,000 mark, and we're really pumped about that, and we're going strong. But here's the deal. I would like everybody who's a subscriber to pop over to Instagram and follow us on Instagram, because we make announcements over there, and you can get some, we're going to tell some things coming up here pretty soon that you'll get forewarning before anybody else does. So, and then also the Patreon is going strong. We are teaming up with the Freedom Fund to get people out of jail. So I'll give you more information about that. We just got our first payment in from Patreon. So we're just trying to figure out exactly where, how, and when that's going to happen in terms of the coordination with the Freedom Fund. So really appreciate everybody's support. Here's the other thing. We have so many requests for so many different types of songs, and we're trying to get to all of them. If you're a Patreon member, be patient. We'll get to yours. It's in the queue. I guarantee it's in the queue. And we've got some other things in the works. So look on YouTube for spring, because we're going to have some merch on there if it's not up there already. So today we're doing a reaction to Sheff G, No Suburban Part 2. And so let's just dive right into it.
Sheff, you moving too hot, you got nothing to prove, you the king of this shit. Remember they posted with 30s inside of the Glock, I was itching to move on the lick. Niggas be talking real hot for the net, but they see me in person, they all on my dick. I got their hearts in my pocket, no bully, but I could be bullying a whole lot of shit. Look.
So he says, fellas like Sheff, you be moving too hot. You got nothing to prove, you're the king of this shit. In other words, you're the tops, and you are the guy. And this is just a lot of bravado, as I see it. But that is what a lot of the gang culture is bravado and showing you who's boss.
To the limit, unless you really, really with it. Don't see no Suburbans or spinning. Don't see no Suburbans or spinning.
He's talking about not seeing any Suburbans. First of all, I drive a Suburban, and I have for over 20 years. And I love my Suburban. Big, black, brand new Suburban. But he's talking about ops driving those Suburbans. And I believe the ops here are gangster disciples.
Don't see no Suburbans or spinning. Don't see no Suburbans or spinning. Look, he got a black flag, nigga, take it off. You get shot down if you play a song.
So he talks about a black flag. Black flag is gangster disciple, and gangster disciples is the ops. And there are plenty of other gang signs. Like if the Crips are the blue flag, they fly a blue flag. Bloods red flag, and so on. In some gangs, just the color alone, is enough to trigger an op result. And what I mean by that is, you see somebody wearing the wrong color bandana, you just take action just because. I've had a number of cases where there's been a house party, and the wrong guy comes, and they're nothing between them at all personally, but they know they're in the rival gang, so something starts.
This a diss track, this is not a song. I got him thinking it's voodoo. I'm a King Cole.
Now think about what he just said there. This is a diss track, not a song. So when he says it's a diss track, there's been a lot of talk in some of the comments about being able to use art and being able to use art in somebody's trial. Here's the thing. Me talking right now are a statement, my own statement. These are words of the artist, right? And anything you say can be used against you in a trial. It's called the statement of a party opponent. The statement of a party opponent, the opponent is the state or the U.S. government, depending upon where the case is venued. And then your statement is, and you're the opponent if you're the defendant. And so anything you say can be used against you, even if it's art. And when he says stuff in his own video that this is not a song, that this is a diss track, meaning I'm intentionally using this as fighting words, basically. And so there's no reason that this couldn't be used if something were relevant in the song. And by relevant, I mean it has to tie up to something that's going on within the case. They can't just use it just to use it, just to have like bad character evidence. It has to be relevant. There has to be something material to what's going on in the case.
Me by myself, I'll do it to you. When I get done, I'm moving. Me by myself, I'll give it to you. Niggas like Sheff, you moving too high. You got nothing to prove. You the king of this shit. Remember they supposed to.
And if you listen to this, he's got a very lyrical style to it, and I kind of like it actually because it's kind of like, it almost sounds like some old, almost all old English style.
They see me in person, they yell on my dick. I got their hearts in my pocket, no bully, but I could be bullying a whole lot of shit. Push me to the limit. Let's see who really trying to get it. Okay, push me to the limit. Let's see who really with it.
Push me to the limit. Let's see who's really with it. In other words, give it a shot. See if you can overtake me. And it's really kind of a taunting. And so if this is a diss track, and it's a diss track to 22G, Z, it could really be seen as a threat. And so if something were to happen later or before, it's really kind of an admission of guilt.
Lying in they raps for the clout. Heard that boy a snitch, fish him out. Boy, I got the wave, you in drought. Reason why my dick in they mouth.
See again with the snitch. He's talking about somebody that snitched on his friend who died in 2018. And that is motive if something were to happen. But again, we don't like snitches.
Dance music, nigga. I bust a bop, I don't dance. No, this ain't chill music, nigga. I'm trying to drill, I wanna dance. This for the streets, so fuck yo, say don't care if this getting no radio play. Bang on any who play my flow so sick, fuck any.
See, he's talking about not getting any radio play, but he doesn't really care because this is not what the purpose of the song is. The purpose of the song is to taunt, is to show you who's boss, and to let you know that I'm out there and that I'm not going to take any of your shit.
Stand up with niggas and buck block out. The king know I'm dub my side. Nigga. She know Suburban so spinning. That's short of gas.
And not seeing any Suburbans spinning means he's looking for Suburbans to shoot up. And those are the ops. So that was Sheff G, No Suburban Part 2. And I hope he doesn't come around my Suburban because that would be inappropriate. Anyway, this has been Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. Want to just put a shout-out to everybody, to Michael Rivers, who's our producer. Want to put a shout-out to Jaylap, and CRAM. They've done our intro. And as you can see, you know, there's been a lot of talk about Blicky Bruce, about he's strapped, you know, whatever. As you can see, I don't have any firearms on my desk, and I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just one peaceful criminal defense lawyer trying to impart some wisdom on those who are willing to listen. So thanks for listening. This has been Bruce Rivers, Criminal Lawyer Reacts.